children, let's understand about simple, complex, and compound sentences. So what is a simple sentence? A simple sentence contains the most basic elements that make it a sentence, like subject and verb. Or in other words, we can say that a simple sentence contains an independent clause, or it is also called as an independent clause. Here, one more thing we need to take care of is that it gives a complete thought. So because it is also an independent clause, so that is why whatever meaning it will convey, that will be the complete meaning in itself. For example, Roy opened the door. Here we have a subject Roy and we have a verb opened. So it has a subject and verb pair. So because it has a subject and verb pair, it is also a clause. And because this part of a sentence does not require any other group of words for a complete meaning, that is why it is also an independent clause. So this sentence is a simple sentence. Similarly, Mary and Meeta waited for the bus. Here we have one subject, Mary and Meeta, and one verb, waited. And it is in itself an independent clause, which is giving a complete meaning. So that is why it is also a simple sentence. Tom will go to the bakery in the evening. So Tom here is a subject, will go is the verb. So this sentence has a subject and verb pair. So it means it is also a clause. And because this part of sentence does not require any other group of words for completing its meaning. So that is why it is also an independent clause, because this sentence is meaningful in itself. Jerry drank his morning tea. Here, Jerry is the subject, drank is the verb. So we have a subject and verb pair over here, and we don't require any other group of words for completing the meaning of this group. So that is why it is also a simple sentence and an independent clause. Now let's understand about compound sentence. A compound sentence is made up of two independent clauses connected to one another with a coordinating conjunction. Compound means something which is combination of one or more things. So here compound sentence means that this part of or this sentence will have two independent clauses. Here compound sentence cannot have a dependent clause. This is something which we need to take care of. So it is made up of two independent clauses, and these two independent clauses are connected with each other with the help of a coordinating conjunction. Now, what is a coordinating conjunction? You can remember it with the help of the word fanboys. Here, each letter of the word conveys or denotes a conjunction, like for, and nor, but, or, yet, and so. So these all are coordinating conjunction. So anytime if you feel difficulty in remembering them, you can just recall the word fanboys and you will be able to remember each and every coordinating conjunction. Now let's see a few examples. Roy opened the door, but no one was there. So here I have one part of the sentence, Roy opened the door. Here I have a subject Roy and I have a verb opened. So it means it is a clause. Now, this sentence, Roy opened the door, does not need any other word or group of words for giving a complete meaning. So it means it is an independent clause. Now, if you look towards this word but, it is a coordinating conjunction. Now, let's talk about the other part of the sentence. No one was there. Again, here no one is the subject and was is the verb, right? So it has a subject and verb pair. So it is also a clause. And if you use this part all alone, no one was there, it also gives a complete meaning. So this part is also an independent clause. So because this sentence contains two independent clauses which are connected to each other with the help of a conjunction, which is a coordinating conjunction, that is why it is an example of a compound sentence. Mary and Meeta reached early at the bus stop, yet they missed the bus. Here we have two parts of sentences. First part is Mary and Meeta reached early at the bus stop. Now here we have a subject, Mary and Meeta, and reached is the verb. Now if we say Mary and Meeta reached early at the bus stop, this part of sentence itself is complete, right? It does not require any other group of words for giving a complete meaning. So because it has a subject and a verb pair also, that is why it is an independent clause. Now here yet is used. Yet is a coordinating conjunction. Now let's talk about the other part of the sentence. They missed the bus. Here, they is the subject and missed is the verb. So it has a subject and verb pair. And if you use only this part, they missed the bus, this part also gives a complete meaning. So it means this is also an independent clause. So this sentence also contains two independent clauses which are connected to each other with the help of the coordinating conjunction, yet. So that is why it is also a compound sentence. Now let's understand about complex sentences. A complex sentence contains an independent clause and one or more dependent clauses connected to it. So here point to be noted is that it contains an independent clause, means there will be one independent clause, but it can have more than one dependent clauses. In a compound sentence, there is no dependent clause, but in a complex sentence, the sentence can have an independent clause. Along with it, it can have more than one dependent clauses also. For example, Christina missed her morning bus because she woke up late when her alarm malfunctioned. So here, the first part of sentence is Krishna missed her morning bus. Now, Krishna missed her morning bus is a complete sentence in itself. It has a subject, Christina, sorry, and a verb missed. So this part of sentence is an independent clause. And because she woke up late when her alarm malfunctioned. Here, because we start this sentence from because, here this is connected not with a coordinating conjunction. That is why this part is not giving a complete meaning. So if you say because she woke up late when her alarm malfunctioned, it is not complete in itself. That is why this is a dependent clause. So this particular sentence has an independent clause and a dependent clause. That is why it is a complex sentence. Now let's talk about this second sentence. Joe always blames me whenever anything goes wrong. Here, the first part of sentence is Joe always blames me. So it is a clause. Why? Because it has a subject Joe and it has a verb blames. And it is complete in itself. Joe always blames me. So this is an independent clause. Whenever anything goes wrong. Here, anything is the subject, goes is the verb, right? But because it is starting with a subordinating conjunction, whenever, right? So whenever anything goes wrong, here, this part is not giving a complete meaning. That is why it is a dependent clause. So that is why this whole sentence is a complex sentence. They have been best friends since they were children. Now, if we say they have been best friends, so this part has a subject they and a verb have been. So it is a clause and it is independent because it is giving a complete meaning. Now, when we talk about this part, since they were children, here this part is starting with a subordinating conjunction, since. So it is not giving a complete meaning. Since they were children, it is not complete in itself. That is why it is a complex sentence. So children, just to reiterate, a simple sentence is the one which contains only an independent clause. A compound sentence is the one which contains two independent clauses which are connected with each other using the coordinating conjunctions. Whereas when you talk about complex sentence, it contains one independent clause and along with it, it can have one or more than one dependent clauses. So that's all in simple, complex and compound sentences. Thank you.